All right. Yes, the ladies are in the kitchen right now, and it's time for us to go what's up and about.
Yes, what's up and about today? We're focusing on showing kindness. And there are quite a number of stuff we can use to corroborate that. We'll tell you what we mean more.
Yeah.
But I know for sure that Titi, there was something you were sharing earlier.
So random acts of kindness and how they actually might save someone's life. People don't understand how important it is, especially if, so for instance, maybe there's a family member or an old friend you've not spoken to in a long time. Actually just pick up the phone, make a phone call, and ask, how are they doing? Just randomly call them, because you just never know what that person might be going through, and you might just be pulling that person back from maybe even taking their own life. So I decided to mention this because there's a podcast that was just released. I'm not sure if you are familiar with Sensei Uche, the OAP. Yes, so a few years ago, you know, he had a real battle with cancer. A lot of people didn't know what was going on. In fact, until his friends all decided to come together to talk about it, nobody knew. And he actually mentions in a podcast he just released yesterday that there was a particular situation where he found himself without any money, and he didn't even have enough money to fuel his car. He says this in his podcast.
Wow. Okay.
And he was just coming from an event where he had taken selfies, pictures with people, hung out with people, and then suddenly he's on 3rd Mainland Bridge because he just finished all his money on treatment, no fuel, and he just parked on the bridge. And you know, when you're on the bridge and you're looking at the cool water in the middle of the night,
you're wondering how wonderful it would be to embrace the water.
Embrace the water.
Oh, man.
He actually talks about it. And what happened was an Okada guy just happens to be rolling by and just decides to stop and ask him, guy, how far? Is everything okay? And he says, I don't have fuel. And this guy goes and buys fuel for him, comes back on 3rd Mainland Bridge, gives him fuel to go home.
That was his guardian angel.
It was like an angel. It was like, but it was a random act of kindness, because this is a long bridge. Imagine how far the filling station must have been that he had to go to get that fuel.
You know, initially when you both suggested this topic, I wasn't sure where I was, but now listening to you, it's beginning to take me back, you know, to my childhood, you know, where, you know, I have been, and my family has been shown bits of kindness here and there. And I'm just going to relive this one. You know, trying to figure out stuff before service, and then one of those times I got invited for a modeling shoot. And this happened on the island, and it, you know, the shoot ended quite late. You know how those photo shoots can be sometimes, and then I still had to go all the way home. So at 12 midnight, by the time I got to Ikorodu garage, there was there was, and then it wasn't Ubers and you know, those other cab services were not as popular as they are right now. So I was just there. There was no bus, no means of transportation, nothing, not even a bike. And then I stood there. Guess what happened? This guy, you know, pulled up, told me to enter into the car. And then for the next 5 minutes, I'm like, no, can you go? I'm not going with you. I'm waiting. And he kept on saying, this place is not safe. You need to get in. A few seconds after I got in, he insisted that he was going to wait for me because I already called my mom to please send someone to come pick me up. I was waiting there. Few seconds when I just got into that guy's car, 2 guys, 2 robbers, pulled up on us. One came from the other, from the passenger seat, and then came to the driver's seat. They hung onto the guy, punched him severally, took the monies from his pockets. Immediately, this guy started the car. I promise you. Like I knew everything happened in a blip second. This guy started kind of like, if they start this car, we'll shoot. And these guys were with old guns. You know those old weapons, like if they probably use it, you shot, maybe you might even lose that arm forever. This guy moved. Immediately he moved, I just put my head on the dashboard.
After you put him in trouble by not too quickly entering the car.
I promise you, this guy just kept on driving.
Oh, they didn't shoot.
Kept driving.
I don't care. I don't know what happened afterwards.
You probably won't,
exactly, because it just kept on going till we got to a spot that was, you know, that had people there. And he kept on asking, are you okay? Are you okay? This guy was
You were still asking.
Wow.
He made sure I got him that night. Until tomorrow, I still think that
Yeah.
He was an angel.
Yeah, an angel.
Wow.
Random acts
The
of
next
kindness.
day he called and he kept on checking on me.
Oh.
Wow.
I'm like, this guy lost monies.
And he was still checking on you.
And he was still checking on me.
So when you add that line, legit, you could be saving a life.
Yeah.
You just actually don't know. So that random, sometimes we actually get that pang of, let me help this person. But then there's that thing in the back of your mind saying, if I help the person, that person could insult me. Or if I tell this person this thing, the person might, give me one bad eye. No matter what, just try.
Yeah. So, so many people have stories of kindness. People talk about how, please be kind to other people.
Yeah.
Yet, when you get on social media, it's so easy for people to troll someone. And you need to be, to get kindness yourself. So, this is also brought about by the trending news about Genevieve Inaji. Whether it is true or not, you guys should just cut her some slack. You are not helping with all the negativity. If you cannot give positive comments, please don't make any comments on whatever is going on in our life right now. This is not the time for you to banter. This is not the time for trolling. This is not the time for hateful comments. Please, just let her.
And it's not just about Genevieve. It's also even the next person sitting, your colleague in the office, or your neighbor. I mean, the economic.
To even check myself.
The economic situation is hard enough, and people are going through so much. Look out for someone today. We have to go on a quick break now, people. And Wake Up Nigeria continues. Stay with us.